How we doing, guys?
Good, Coach.
How we doing, guys?
We were asking the other day about how Dak Prescott had improved since that first game against New York. Kind of taking that with Ezekiel Elliott, in what ways has he made the most improvement since that first game?
Oh, I think he's probably improved in all aspects of his game, as a runner, as a blocker, and as a receiver. And I think it's just a function of how he goes about it each and every day, and then the experience that he gets in practice and during a ball game. And he's a very smart football player. He's a very aware football player. He learns quickly from the experiences he has. He doesn't make the same mistakes over and over and over again. I think as much as anything else, it's just the experience of playing. You know, running the runs that we have against the looks that he sees, protecting against the different looks, running routes against the different looks. And over time, if you go about it the right way, you're going to get better.
Patience, a big thing there, too.
As a runner, I just think as a feel, understanding what we want to do running the football, I think he's improved there. Again, seeing the runs against the different looks allows you to play more decisively, with more confidence. He's a very natural runner. We know that. And I just think the more experience he gets doing what we do against the different defensive looks, help him get better.
After how much did they play, Dak and Zeke, since week 1? Do you consider them still rookies at this point in the season?
Yeah. That's a question for you guys. I mean, they've obviously played a lot of football, and you know, I don't really know what that means. You know, they came in prepared. They were really good football players at a high level of competition. They made the transition to pro football fairly smoothly because of their ability, but maybe more so because of their approach. And I think they've improved week in and week out.
Jason, what does it take to be a really good red zone defense?
Or I think probably the same things that help you be a really good defense in general. You know, being a good, fundamentally sound team, understanding what everybody's responsibilities are. I think if you can stop the run in the red zone, just like in the field, that certainly helps you if you make them one-dimensional. And then just understanding what your responsibilities are, whether it's man-to-man coverage, how you play your leverage, where your help is, whether it's zone coverage, what your responsibilities are. Certainly affecting the quarterback helps. Forcing him to get the ball out of his hand more quickly certainly helps you be a good red zone defense. And then the other part, like with defense everywhere, is just finishing, being a good tackling team, being good at the ball, being able to knock the ball away on contested catches. I think those are the things that separate the good defenses from the ones that aren't quite as good down there.
Are there one or two areas where you can say where Dak has grown the most from the first time you saw the Giants to where now?
I don't think anything specifically. I think my answer would be the same as with Zeke. You know, all aspects of his game. I think he has more command of our offense. He's seen more defenses. He's seen pressures. He's seen a variety of coverages. I think he responds to game situations really well. He's had a lot of success. He responds well to that. He's had some adversity where he's had to play through some things. He responds well to that. But again, the comfort level running our system against the different defenses he's seen, as much as anything else, if you approach it the right way, you're going to improve.
Jason, what do you see from the Giants' depth at pass rush, given the anticipated absence of JPP?
Well, they're just good on defense. They're good on all 3 levels of defense. It starts with their rush. They've had good rushers there for 60 years. And, you know, they place a premium on that. They always have. And they got a lot of guys. And we have a great respect for that group. They've added some guys this year who certainly helped them. They have strong interior tackles, hard to move them in the running game. And they have guys who can rush outside with those big guys pushing the pocket. So it's the starters, it's the backup guys. They've always kind of come at you in waves, and there's no different now.
Not having JPP though, does that alter how you guys approach things, or does it affect you guys?
Not necessarily. He's obviously a great football player and has been for a long time. He's very disruptive, but again, they have a lot of guys. They're going to put somebody in there who can affect us in the run game and come after the quarterback. And again, a great premium has been placed on the defensive line in that organization for a long time. So you got a lot of guys who can do that job.
Anthony Hitchens led the team in combined tackles in the last game. He's a third-year player. Can you talk about his improvement at this particular?
Yeah, Hitch has done such a great job since we got him. If you remember his rookie year, he played a lot at different spots, you know, as a backup player. He started at Mike, he started at Will, he started at Sam, and really just seemed to be ready for any of those opportunities. And again, he goes about it the right way, approaches it the right way. He's a student of the game, and he's chomping at the bit for opportunities. And you know, he and Justin Duran have done a good job playing that Mike spot or playing some of those nickel spots in combination throughout the year. But JD was out last week, and Hitch got more of a chance, and he took advantage of it. It was around the ball a lot of hits on the ball in the running game. was around the ball in the pass game. Passes broken up. He made the one interception that got called back. So very active. He's a very instinctive player. He's a damn good player.
You expect anything from Durant or J.J. Wilcox today?
Hopefully Durant will do something. Don't anticipate J.J. practicing.
Sean, he was named y'all's Walter Payton Man of the Year. Can you talk about why he was deserving of that?
Sean's a special guy. He's a special guy in so many ways. It starts with who he is as a person, and he's just someone who has such great leadership qualities on our football team. Guys look to him not only for the practical part of communication, but just the example that he sets each and every day. And he does that in our building. He does that out in the community. He's a special guy to have on your team. He's certainly one of the cornerstone players in this organization.
Was there a time yesterday where you thought Randy Gregory would be allowed to practice today? And what's going on with his status?
Yeah, we've had different information on that over the last couple of days and over the last couple of weeks. So, again, we're just focused on our guys. He is not going to practice today.
Can you speak in general, having been around the league forever, about whether or not it would benefit everybody for there to be a crime and a punishment and a time served and an eligibility?
No, I can't speak to that.
Okay.
I'm sure if Dez played a game across the street in some parking lot, he'd be the same way. But is there something about the big stage you think he likes? Sense a lot of success up there.
I agree with your initial assessment. Dez Bryant, every minute of every day, has got such a great passion for the game, for this team, for competition. During the walkthrough just 15 minutes ago, he's flying around. It's not really a walkthrough with Dez. It's a run through, and so he knows one speed. It's all derived from his passion for the game, his passion for his teammates, for life, and so it really doesn't matter where he's playing, who he's playing, when he's playing.
Was there a lot of passion at the Christmas party the other night?
I wasn't there long. Seemed like people were having fun.
What is it about Anthony Brown that has impressed you, or when you get a guy like this week, he's gone against Brown, this week it's Beckham, that you're not maybe fearful of those matchups one-on-one, maybe where you put other guys?
Again, you've heard me say this a lot. He's one of those guys that's really improved dramatically in a short period of time in his rookie year. And like a lot of rookies, he was adjusting early, trying to figure out what we're asking him to do and how we wanted him to do it. But, probably midway through the preseason, it really kind of clicked in for him, and he just seemed to gain a better understanding. It's probably a result of the experience in practice and preseason games, but you really started to see his ability, and playing with a lot of confidence. I think he believes in himself. Doesn't mean he's been mistake-free. He's made a share of mistakes, but we've asked him to do a lot. He's played outside corner. He's played inside corner. He's guarded some really good football players, and he has that trait that the best DBs and corners that I've been around has. He has a short memory. He just plays this play. And if he had success on the previous play or got beat on the previous play, he gets locked in on trying to do his job on this particular play. And it's a really good trait for any football player. You really need it at that position.
You found it's unusual for a rookie who hasn't played much slot, if any at all, in college, to swing in and do that and also go back outside in his first year.
It's very challenging. It's very challenging for any player, a veteran player. Some of the best corners in this league, really prided themselves on being great outside cover guys, and they struggled going inside. So to ask a guy to do that when he doesn't have that much experience doing it, it's a real tribute to him and how he's handled the situation. He's really helped us absorb a couple significant injuries on our team, Orlando and now Mo, to go in there and play and really do what we ask him to do so we can function the way we want to function as a defense. It's been very impressive.
I know you don't like to talk about this, the fact that the playoff spot is there already, but how do you guard against that psychologically for the team as you go forward, because it's still a long time?
Yeah, we're just focused on Wednesday. We really are, and locked in on our meetings this morning. We had good meetings and our walkthrough, and now we're getting ready for practice. So that's the world we live in.
What constitutes a good meeting?
Just hopefully the presentation by the coaches, that they're on it. They share the information the right way, engagement by the players, interaction, great energy. Those are important things to have. And, we have a lot of meetings, so it's important for us as coaches to bring it every day and make sure we convey that energy to our team and they stay engaged. There's a lot of information that you need to impart on the players. And, Wednesday is a first and second down day. You're going to be in first and second down a lot in this game. And making sure they have that information, they can take it to the practice field, really critical for us.
While being focused on this day, what does winning an NFC East championship mean to any club that's in your division?
again, we're kind of locked in on today, and you know, we'll let other people talk about those kinds of things. And you know, the best thing this team has done is focus. We focus on one opponent at a time. We focus on one day's preparation at a time, and we'll continue to do that.
While you didn't win that opener, did you feel that it established, and you followed the blueprint that you wanted, and it established what you'd done in the offseason and training camp as far as putting in place how we're going to go about this season?
Well, I thought there were a lot of good things in that opening game, and there were some things obviously we came up short with, and but it's a progression that you take, and I do think we did some good things. I do think a lot of what we wanted to be showed up in that game, and then a lot of things that we wanted to be didn't show up in that game, but it gave us a great teaching opportunity with our team. And if you have the right kind of guys, they're going to respond the right way, and we certainly did after that game.
I don't want to say more meaningful, but you seem to really enjoy matching up with the Giants when they come up on the schedule. Is that fair? And if it is there a certain reason for that?
I think the most important thing that we can do as players and coaches is take it one game at a time, one day's a preparation at a time, regardless of who you're playing. Obviously, their opponent we know the Giants, we know the Eagles, we know the Redskins, they know us, we play them twice a year. But the biggest thing is us to focus on ourselves and prepare to play our best game. Okay? All right, guys, thanks.